I hate how solo leveling handles its antagonists. This is something I've thought ever since I read Solo Leveling years ago, but with the release of the anime, it's come back to me, and with this sub, I finally have a place to complain about it. So I'll preface this by saying I really liked the first half of Solo Leveling. The plot, characters, and world were all very interesting, and I was having a great time reading it. This continued right up until the Jeju Island arc, or more specifically, the final fight of the Jeju Island arc. For those who've never read the arc, think early Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. The characters have to fight through a gauntlet of ants to reach the queen before she can give birth to the ultra-powerful king. Similarly to HXH, they fail and the king is born. The king destroys all the side characters before the day is saved by Sung Jong-woo. Sounds about right, doesn't it? The problem here is that the arc lacks any kind of struggle for SJW. He doesn't take part in the opening attack for the queen. He just swoops in to save the day after it's all gone wrong. The entire arc, we are told how much of a problem the king would be, but when he and SJW finally do fight, he gets stomped. His earlier showing against the side characters was really just to show how much better SJW was to all of them. Now I could handle all of that if it didn't become a trend. From that moment on, almost every fight or conflict SJW gets in is resolved the same way. The antagonists who had been hyped up for that arc, or multiple arcs, just get to show off against a couple of side characters before SJW puts them in the ground with minimal effort. I highlighted Jeju Island because I believe it's where this problem started, but it's not the most egregious example. That would be Thomas Andre. Thomas Andre was built up since almost the beginning of the show. He was a national hunter, someone who was so strong they weren't able to classify his strength. The reason they didn't put him on the Jeju Island raid is because his strength is worth so much the entire nation of Korea couldn't afford him. But when SJW finally comes up against him, it's just a slightly longer stomp. What made this problem really annoying for me was how the story kept trying to hype up its next villains, like it was seriously trying to present them as a threat. Imagine if, in One Punch Man, the story hyped up every monster as the one who might actually be able to defeat Saitama, only for them to get one punched. It made it impossible to actually believe in any new threat that the story hyped up, because you knew it would just turn into a new way to show how cool and awesome SJW is. It really took the enjoyment straight out of the series.